You know, new refrigerators are a trap. The payment that locks you in for years on a machine that should last decades, the monthly Wi-Fi subscription for features you already paid for, the proprietary app that phones home to the manufacturer, telling them everything about your usage and telling you nothing useful, an error code that appears when you change your own water filter because it was not done at an authorized service center, the main control board that can brick the unit with one failed component, and the inverter compressor that only authorized technicians can diagnose because it relies on computer-controlled solenoids managed by proprietary software. Knowing it is a trap is one thing. These features turn a simple appliance into a locked-down product that spies on you and demands dealer intervention for the smallest issue. When the inevitable failure hits, you face repair bills of $1,500 to $2,500 that often exceed the fridge's value. The old mechanical refrigerators just keep running quietly and reliably for decades, with no subscriptions, no apps, and no surprise lockouts. That's the difference the industry doesn't want you to see. But knowing it's a trap and knowing what to buy instead are two different things. There are 3 refrigerators on the used market that were built before all of that happened. 3 specific models with no kill switches, no mandatory software updates, no smart boards that can brick the unit, and compressors documented running past 500,000 cycles on original internals. This is an engineering autopsy. We are going to tell you exactly what makes these 3 different from everything built after them, what to look for when you find one, and why the industry would prefer you never watch this video. These are the last refrigerators truly built to be owned, not monitored, updated, or replaced on someone else's schedule. The Whirlpool models from 1999 through 2006 and the Maytag equivalents built through 2007 share a philosophy that no longer exists in production refrigerators. They are mechanical thermostat and defrost timer machines with single-speed reciprocating compressors, no proprietary software, no inverter boards, no Wi-Fi modules telling the factory what is in your crisper drawer. Mechanical means temperature control runs on a simple bimetal switch and a clockwork timer that cycles the defrost heater on its own schedule. The compressor is either on or off, full stop. You cannot access these units with a phone app or a dealer scan tool. An independent appliance technician with a multimeter and a screwdriver can tell you everything that is wrong with that fridge standing next to it in your kitchen. That is not possible with refrigerators built after 2010, when inverter compressors and main control boards took over. These units were over-engineered the same way the old Power Strokes were. Whirlpool and Maytag built more compressor than the application required. Repair forums and service logs show these fridges routinely hitting 25 to 30 plus years, demonstrating notable longevity, and over 500,000 cycles on the original compressor and internals. Before you buy a Whirlpool from this era, do the dollar bill gasket test. Slide a dollar bill around the door seal. If it pulls out easily anywhere, the seal is shot. Cycle the defrost timer by turning the little screw with a flathead. It should click into defrost, and the heater should warm up. On Maytag versions, listen for the compressor relay click when it tries to start. Rapid clicking means the relay is bad, and it is a $25 part. Pull the back panel and check the evaporator fan for scoring on the blades. Shiny is good. Copper-colored wear ends the conversation. On either brand, the fix is cheap, $20 to $50 for a relay or timer, and any independent technician can do it in your kitchen with a multimeter in under an hour. No dealer subscription, no proprietary software, no brickable control board. That matters. This GE refrigerator became the last survivor of an era that manufacturers quietly killed. The basic top freezer models built from 2007 to 2021 with the simple reciprocating compressor are not reliable in the way a modern smart fridge is reliable. They are reliable like a diesel generator, over-engineered for the job, with cast coil evaporator and condenser, built for longevity instead of efficiency metrics and DAPI connectivity. GE replaced them in 2022 with twin inverter models and smart boards that technicians privately call a step backward in serviceability. The GE, built from 2007 to 2021, uses a mechanical thermostat and basic port-style controls. No variable speed nonsense, no high-pressure injection systems. The compressor is simple enough that any appliance specialist handles it with standard tools. The one documented problem is condenser coil corrosion in humid or salty air states. If you are buying in the Northeast, Midwest, or coastal areas, get underneath that fridge and probe the condenser coils and frame rails with a screwdriver. Soft metal that dimples under light pressure ends the conversation before it starts. A clean example from a dry state routinely passes 20+ years without internal compressor work. The computer systems are simple enough that a generic multimeter pulls all the data you need. No proprietary interface, no software updates that can brick the unit. That distinction sounds small today. It will not sound small in 5 years. Third on this list, and the one with the most documented aftermarket support of any refrigerator ever built, is the Hotpoint top freezer from 1999 to 2006. Mechanics call it the cockroach of refrigerators. The name is earned. The simple reciprocating compressor platform in these units is one of the most thoroughly documented appliances in history. It is a single-speed design with a mechanical thermostat, defrost timer, and 0 inverter boards. That sounds outdated. It is not a limitation. It is a design philosophy built around mechanical simplicity and serviceability by people who are not dealers. Parts availability on these Hotpoint compressors and timers will not change in your lifetime. You will still be able to source a new defrost heater in 2045. The failure points are well known and cheap. The defrost heater and timer assembly on these models can fail around the 15-year mark, a $100 fix that any appliance shop handles in an afternoon. The evaporator fan motor is another common $40 part. Buy the most boring version you can find. Choose the plain white top freezer with no through-the-door ice maker and no fancy electronic display. The more stock it is, the fewer surprises someone else left behind. Here is what makes it special. A clean 2003 Hotpoint bought for pocket change and maintained by an independent tech will outlive every smart fridge on the market today, and you will never need a subscription or a dealer to keep it running. Here is what connects all three. Modern refrigerators are not designed to be repaired. They are designed to be serviced by authorized centers at proprietary rates until the repair cost exceeds the appliance value, at which point you are expected to finance a new one. It is the same template John Deere used to lock farmers out of their own equipment. A homeowner with a failed control board on a $2,500 smart refrigerator cannot fix it in their own kitchen because the diagnostic software is licensed exclusively to authorized dealers who can charge what the market will bear during the hottest day of summer. Software paywalls, mandatory updates that brick older boards, and remote lockouts are already built into every major manufacturer's current lineup. Certain fault codes on 2022 and later models require dealer subscription interfaces to access the full diagnostic tree hidden behind a paywall. A 2005 Whirlpool does not have a kill switch. A 2015 GE does not phone home to a server. A 2003 Hotpoint does not require a dealer to read your own temperature data. A clean used example from one of these three refrigerators, bought for $250 to $500, maintained by an independent appliance tech with simple tools, and kept running strong for another 15 to 20 years, will cost you far less than 3 years of payments on a new 2024 smart fridge, or even one single repair bill on that same modern unit you do not own in any meaningful sense. That is not nostalgia, that is arithmetic.